A self-portrait? He must really want us to see this. Gives me quite a lot to work with, and he knows it.
Let's get some photographs of this, then have it taken apart. Maybe we can trace the raw materials back to Jack.
Those look like real teeth.
I'll bet they're not his teeth.
I'll compare them to the cadavers of our known Jack victims and see if I can make a match.
Well, at least now we know why he trashed all our composite sketches. Can you imagine this on a wanted poster?
He's telling us how he wants to be seen.
His obsession with control. Arrogance. He wants to control our very image of him.
We're looking through Jack's eyes.
Jack by Jack, huh?
Right.
Hey, I thought you were gonna come in late. Get some rest, remember?
I got some sleep. Feel 100% better.
Well, I'll give you 50. So why are you here?
Jim Hennigan never showed up for his shift this morning. CPD rolled a unit to his house. No one was home. His car wasn't in the driveway.
James Quentin Hennigar, 20 years in at CPD, married 3 times, 8 years to the latest. Worked vice and narcotics before homicide. 5 trips to the disciplinary review board. Couple of reprimands, no suspensions, no charges filed.
That's a lot of smoke.
Well, nobody was exactly stepping up to say he was dirty, but some of the cops on the beat had plenty to say off the record. It just never came to a review.
Maybe he had something on one of the members of the review board.
If he tried to bribe a judge, it could be how he operates.
Speaking of which,
Yes, I'm still trying for those unredacted grand jury files. They're not in the computer for that very reason. But, you know, even with priority status, it just takes time.
George?
I know. We don't have time. Find a way around it, and fast.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go over Hennigar's case notes and reports.
Good. John, let's hit the phone, see if anyone at the CPD will talk to us.
Okay.
George? Get those nimble fingers going. We're counting on you.
Oh, sure. No pressure.
Malone? Hello? Francis? Franny? Franny, are you okay? Francis, if that's you, please come home. I know you're scared, honey. Okay, you don't know what to do. But I can't help you if you're out there. Okay?
Daddy? I called the hospital. Actually, I called every hospital in Atlanta.
I heard.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Please tell me where you are. I'll come get you.
I didn't mean for what happened. I never wanted that, Daddy. You gotta believe that. I don't even know what happened. I mean, I keep like seeing it over and over in my head, but it's like it's not even real.
It was an accident, honey. I know that.
I never I should have just left. I never should have touched that gun, ever.
It was a mistake, Francis. We all make mistakes, okay? I was scared too, honey.
I gotta go, Daddy.
Please don't hang up. Francis.
I'm so happy you're okay.
We can work this out, sweetheart, okay? Okay? We'll get some help. Please?
You remember when you told me that you're only young once, but you live with mistakes forever?
Franny, I love you. Francis.
Bailey? What is it? What's wrong?
Francis called.
Is she all right?
She's all alone.
Grand jury transcripts in all their pristine glory. Now, I zipped through to the good parts. The judge Henniger tried to bribe was Magruder. 18 months ago, Jim Henniger went to Judge Neil Magruder and asked him for a bribe.
That's why he's all over this case.
What was the bribe for?
Okay. Magruder's son, Howard, got busted for possession of marijuana with intent to sell. The arresting officer was Nick Dory. Henniger was the detective working narcotics.
So Henniger goes to Magruder to see what kind of deal was thick.
But Magruder stood on principle, refused to be corrected.
Magruder was such a hard case, he let his son go to Joliet. He served a year of a 5-year sentence.
Paroled?
Murdered.
Pretty boy, judge's son. Not hard to do the math.
He died 2 days before the first murder.
They didn't even mention it to us.
Let's see if Magruder's son had any connection to the other victims. If he did, I would say that Magruder's our guy.
Let's get on it.
Okay. Howard Magruder was a management trainee at Franklin Garrity's bank. He made a killing on a dirty deal that he and Garrity cooked up, and then he left. And at the same time, young Howard was living with Michelle Bryant, our dead call girl.
So Judge Magruder is cleaning to death everybody who got his son dirty. We only saw his Dr. Jekyll, the controlled, socially acceptable, rule-bound man. Real multiple personalities are very rare. Some people say they don't exist at all, but a psychotic break or a trauma can cause dissociative amnesia. It's blackouts. It's more like an out-of-body experience. He dissociates. The dominant personality has lost control, and the psychotic subconscious is running the show.
There's a way things are done, Howard. If you want to learn something, you gotta see how the best go about it. Oh, my sweet boy.
Probably cuts himself just to make sure that he's still alive.
He needs the pain on the side of his own blood to confirm he's still there.
Yeah, he's trying to reassert his rational self, but he's failing. I don't think that the mirrors were for his victims. I think they were for him. I think that he was trying to see himself.
But in the blackout, he remembered to fold the victim's clothes.
Habit.
What are the trophies for?
I think that they must represent his son, or how he would like to remember him. A champion.
Champion who was corrupted by the world.
Which fuels his hatred of corruption.
No wonder Henniger got so defensive. He's a dirty cop and the FBI's all over his turf. The closer we get to Magruder, the closer we get to putting Henniger in prison blues.
I'll tip the bureau in Chicago to open a file on Henniger. Right now, our problem's Magruder. All we have on him is a profile.
Not much ammo to take on a judge.